Hi, little buddy. It's okay. You are. The cart, because so many of our fields need lime. Welcome to my crazy life as a first-generation female farmer. The Chronicles of Kayla. For the first time in my entire life, I am trying to learn how to do auto steer, and I'm going to tell you, I don't like it. Like, this is not normal for me to not touch the steering wheel and just like pray the lines hold out. But we're spreading lime, so I have an open field to learn on, and that's kind of the whole point here, is for me to learn to do it. So that way when we get ready to mow hay, I know what I'm doing, and not like screwing things up when we start running the 1393 mower conditioner with GPS. This field here has needed lime, and that's where we're getting at with the excitement from the cart, because so many of our fields need lime, and lime badly. We're starting to get some broom's edge, which is like poor nutrition in the soil, and we've known this. But to spread lime and have it custom applied is expensive. It's not cost effective for us, so we've kind of put it off for a while. So Jason was really excited to be able to get out here and lime. The lime spreader's going. I'm trying. I forgot to hit the little whatever to map it correctly, but I'm learning, okay? We're learning. Until Jason's been running the 5S because he's got sodas in here today. But very blessed, excited to be back in the tractor. I'm really only going like right at under 5 miles per hour, running about 1900 RPMs. And it's because of the suspension in the tractor, I am able to sit comfortably. And if I get to a point where it's too much for me, then I just call Jason and be like, hey, we need to swap out. But so far, I've done a couple loads of lime, just getting used to being back at work. I didn't bring the drone or the cameras or anything today. I really was just coming over to learn and play, but super excited to be back in the tractor, that's for sure. Clearly I was not planning on being on any sort of film today, but I got to play with the new cart and help Jason out just a little bit this afternoon, which was really nice for my soul and my just overall mental health. I only got to run, I don't know, I ran 3 or 4 loads worth just to help him out, and it was so good to be able to learn and not feel the pressure to, 1, try to figure out auto steer, and 2, just learn the cart itself without feeling that pressure, since we're just trying to get the lime spread. And actually it was some lime that had been sitting there, so it's not brand new lime. The alfalfa field here will be getting lime. Everything is getting lime, and then we'll come back and everybody's gonna get fertilizer. So there's just a lot going on. We have seat's a little bit bouncy here, which is not so great, but it's part of the job, right? So anyway, I just wanted to pop on just for a few minutes and say how much the sunshine means to me, because it's beautiful out. It's 65 degrees this afternoon. It's supposed to be 75 tomorrow. So just soaking up the sunshine and doing a little work today. So make sure you guys thumbs up, comment below. I am getting back into habit of replying to everybody. It may just take me a little bit of time, but just getting that work routine back is a good feeling. So thank you guys so much for being a part of our day. We'll see you soon. Take him away, sissy. Get him over there. Just walk beside it like Daddy is. Push it on his butt. He's as big as you are. Over.
That's
we may have to put some.
54s, I think.
We may have to put bad legs. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I think it's March 5th. I think that's what it is. It's cold. We went from being beautiful 75, 80 degrees and again back down to the 40s. So that's always fun. buzzing over to the farm barn. We had to pin up a calf last night. Jason and Keaton got it up. And then when I got back from Jay's practice, I stripped the udder out and got it to drink not quite 2 pints of milk. It's a big calf, like the biggest one out of the whole herd we have. She's just notorious. She threw a big calf last year that we had to pull. So she's probably going to get an X. She wants to take care of the baby. The baby's just so big and lanky, and so we'll get over there and strip her out. Unless she's done her job and he's figured out how to nurse correctly, then I won't have to. But I brought a baby bottle with me. Hopefully that does the trick. But kind of a busy day. Salford's coming back out today just to check over the cart. They happen to be going through the area, so they're coming over today to look at things, just make sure it's all running right. We kind of ran it pretty hard the last several days. I don't know if Jason will get to lime any this morning or not. But, yeah. I've got to run 2 feeders grain and pick up a pallet of mineral. We're down to our last 2 bags, so we'll pick up that. I also need to get some horse feed. And, yeah. That's where we're at. Well, disappointing news. I'm pretty sure that cow has mastitis, or her bag is starting to dry up because he hasn't been sucking. I cannot get anything stripped out of her today, which is leading me to mastitis because her bag is hot, it's full, it's engorged. So I'm going to make a call to the vet. In the meantime, I do have some colostrum bags at home, so I went ahead and made one of those up. I'm just giving him half a bottle for now, just so I don't flood his poor tummy. It's one thing that I've learned kind of the hard way when you have calves. You want to gradually feed them up. Don't give him like a whole gallon of milk, more or less, because they can't drink it. Their bellies have to expand, and all those enzymes and all that stuff has to kind of align, just like it would be if it was on mom. So we're going to go give this baby a half bottle of colostrum, and then I'll see how he does. If mom will still take him and love him, we may turn him loose. We'll just have to see. I don't know if I can bottle feed it in the pasture very well. That's really kind of hard. Jalen may just end up with a baby. I told her last night that if it made it, we'd call him Lucky. So let's go take care of the baby, and then we'll check the rest of the babies. They're just kind of dotted all over. I think there's 23 of them, 24. I don't know. I've kind of lost track at the moment. I know, Mom. So I do have her still pinned up in the alley just so she doesn't knock me around. I brought 2 pints of colostrum over. We got him to drink 1.5 pints of her milk last night, but now I can't get anything out of her, so we'll just go this route. Go, come on. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Here you go. Okay.
I'm Steve. I'm with Salford BBI, and I'm here to just go over some maintenance stuff.
Cool. Thank you for coming by.
Yes, no problem. Plug the tractor is a little bit weaker than our bigger systems.
Gotcha. Okay.
This spinner motor is got an 1.5-inch gear set in it.
Okay.
And we sell it. We sell spreaders that's got 2.5-inch gear set. The motor looks exactly the same, except for the gears, and it's thicker. But it takes a lot more oil to run that motor the speed you need.
Right.
So on these that are plugged to tractor, 18 gallons a minute will get you 900 spinner RPMs for your fertilizer, and 13.5 will get you 650 for your lime.
Gotcha.
So this is, you can spread a lot. You can spread lime with this, but it's not the best tool if that's all you're going to do.
Right. I understand.
Yeah. The chart.
Yep.
The way, I mean, it's like an old school times table.
On this one.
Yep.
Yep.
If you're 60 or 80, and then your lime, and if you're on 30.
Yep.
It's fairly simple.
Right.
And they're usually pretty close.
Yep.
If you get your density correct.
Right.
And do you have a density cup, or you using a
no, but
bucket?
my nutrient, they tell me usually the density. But they usually do it for me. But
and what it is every one of those pins, I mean, they're on 1-inch pitch.
Okay.
And so there's lots of pins there that has to wire into the holes in that chain.
Right.
And once you get that initial wire in, then the chain starts slowing down as far as your stretch drastically. When you adjust it, it tells in the book. But that first cross channel right there, you just wanted about 1/8 of an inch off that first cross channel.
Okay.
And but it's pretty important to measure it from the shaft to the end, or from this bearing to the end, and have both sides equal.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Because it will stretch more on one side than the other.
Okay.
And if it stretches a little bit more on one side than the other right now, don't worry about trying to get both sides 1/8 of an inch off. Just get it close, and then keep this measurement the same.
Gotcha. 3.5.
Somewhere between 3 and 4.
Yep.
And this thing will do a good. It'll throw a good spread pattern at 80 feet.
Okay.
So you'll want your spinners on 900 spinner RPMs. 850 to 900. It tells in the manual. And you'll drop that rooftop back in, put your pin in there, and then screw this flow divider back between 3.5 and 4.
Okay.
And the best case scenario with fertilizer is to do a pan test. I don't know if they even send a pan test kit with this.
No.
But we have a lot of people that never run them across the pans. They set them right there. And if you don't have a pan test kit, if you've got a good clean place in your field where you can kind of walk it and see how the fertilizer is down on the ground. That's
the best way too.
Basically the best way to do it if you don't have a test pan kit. But our test pan kits, they come with enough pans to where you can set them out. We normally set them out on every 10 feet.
Okay.
And if you're doing an 80-foot spread swath, we'll set them all out, and we'll run across the one on the end and throw toward the middle of the pans, and then we'll turn around and come back and run across the one on the other end, and then that gives you a lap pattern. And you can actually take those pans, it's got test tubes that come with it, and you can pour those pans up in each individual test tube, and then you can see the variance and in the fertilizer in the test tubes.
Right. Yep. For sure. But yeah, and then I'll have to go to my other sprocket.
Yep. You'll have to jump this set over to here.
Yep.
And then go back to your chart.
Okay.
How many acres do you think you've got on this thing?
Probably.
Or tons of lime, or just a guess.
Let's see. I've got 12.
On one side of it, a nut.
Yep.
Okay. Now, when we put the pin in it, we take the bolt cutters and cut the end of the pin.
Okay.
And it literally mars the threads.
Gotcha.
So the nut won't come off.
Okay.
Okay. So when you find it, you may have to take a grinder and kind of dress the threads up a little bit to get the nut off.
Right.
But when you do shorten this chain, see that pin will not rotate.
Right.
Okay, this pin right here, see the pin rotating?
Yep.
Okay, so every other one of these pins are welded.
Okay.
So don't cut, make sure you can rotate it before you cut that pin.
Okay.
And you can take a pair of bolt cutters and stick right down in there and cut that pin, or you can grind the head off of it, either one, and pull it out.
Gotcha. So is it welded in here?
It's welded, it's a little bit hard to see,
Okay.
but there's a burn mark here and a burn mark there.
Okay.
So it's welded there and there, and it's welded 2 pitches on this side.
Okay.
And then this one right here that I can rotate is not welded at all.
Right. Yeah, I can see them up here now.
Yes.
So every other one. Yep.
And what happens with this chain past initial break-in is literally that those, in other words, it stretches a lot right off the bat, links get worn in, slows down, and then hopefully years down the road, it'll start stretching again. But
Gotcha.
when it starts stretching is when those welds right there break.
I got you.
And then this chain, because the links are not straight like they are on this 60 chain, the links are zigzagged.
Right.
This chain will literally start getting narrower. And you'll see the heads of all the pins sticking out past the chain, and it will eventually get so narrow that it won't run on these teeth anymore.
Come on, 8. Come on, baby. Come on, 8. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. Come on now. Come on, 8. You gotta get up, hon. Come on, baby. You gotta get up, mama. Mama, this is one of Jason's favorites, girls. Yes. Come on. Please. Please love your baby. Please. Oh, 8. Are you learning? Let's go take a gander. See if anybody else is doing anything. Leave her alone for a second. So that's the third one for today. And I apologize for my lack of good video skills because, well, just because I get in the heat of the moment and then I can't get to anything. Babies. There's some I gotta just be mindful of, so we just gotta make rounds. Make sure we give enough distance. Hold on. Me and this one mama are gonna have words. Her and I. I'm about ready to ping her butt. This is what it's all about. The sleepless nights, the endless hours, the worrying, being able to catch a baby right at the end of birth to help it get it up on its feet. And thankfully this mama, she lets us. So she's going to get him all cleaned off and loved on, and he's had some colostrum. Yes, and he's finding his feet. 8's a good mom. Good. I wish she'd eat her placenta. but she's kind of swelled up back there where he was hip locked. You know, she doesn't normally let me do much with her today, but today she did. You know.
She'll be okay. She's pooping.
He's a good little boy. Did you see Smokes? It looks like a little sandy sheep out there.
Hopefully you always tag.
I think we'll be okay. I'm more concerned right now about her drinking. Do you think this one's sucking?
It's always sucked. It sucked from you when it was on. You can't ask for better.
Hi, little buddy.
You ain't got that stripe though.
Mm-mm. But she's got red in her. You know, she's red tinted.
I don't know about that. Yeah, but I don't know what her background is.
Yeah.
Water's a heifer.
She's been a good lady, though.